Hello class, for this video you will need your dry erase eraser, you will need your marker, and you will need your dry erase board. So go ahead and get those and get them in front of you. Pause the video while you get those and then come back. This is the letter I. I makes the sound. It's the sound that you hear in the middle of the word pig. So since pig has an sound in it, I'm going to write the letter I on my board, and I want you to do the same thing. Okay, now I'm going to list some words, and I want you to write the letter I if you hear the I in those words. Let's try the first one. Ready? Sit. Sit. Does it have the I in it? It sure does. Make your eye and give yourself a smiley because you hold the I and sit. Good job. Now, here's the next one. School. School. Did you hear an I in school? No. Give yourself a smiley, though, because you knew that there was not an I in school. Okay, listen to the next one. Bit. 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 Does it have that I in the middle? It sure does. Write your little I. Your lowercase I is a short line down and a dot on top. And give yourself a smiley because you hold the I in bit. Here's another one. Are your listening ears still on? Fin. Fin. Now I didn't stretch it out too much that time. Let me say it again and see if you hear I. Fin. It's in there, isn't it? Listen to it stretched out. Fin. You hear that I? Write your letter I. Give yourself a smiley. Good job. You have 3 more to go. Ready? Fan. Fan. Ah, that does not have the I, does it? It has the I sound. Give yourself a smiley because you knew that fan does not have the I sound. Here's the next one. Are we still listening? Miss. Miss. Did you hear an I? Miss. There it is. Make your lowercase I and give yourself a smiley. Here is the last one for this part of the video. Kick. Kick. Like you're going to kick the ball. Did you hear that I? Sure did. Write that I and give yourself a smiley there. Okay. Now we're going to build some roads on here. You do not need your dry erase board anymore. Notice I switched to my magnetic one where I'm going to put magnets so you can just lay yours aside. Look at this letter. Do you remember what letter that is? It is the S. And what sound does S make? S. Look at this next letter. What letter is that? It is an I. What sound does I make? I. So if we do S. Well, S isn't a word. We don't have a word yet. Let's try one more letter. What letter is this? It is the T. What sound does T make? Now let's blend it. Sit. Sit. Is sit a word? Yes, it is. So we used our pumpkin codes to build a word. Okay, now we're going to take our T away. Whoops. Took my I away too, and I didn't want to take it away. Remember, we have S and I. So we have S. Now, watch what happens when I put a different letter on the end. What letter is that? It's the P. What sound does P make? P. So we have sip, sip. Just by changing one letter, we change the entire word. Sip. Okay, now we're going to take our S away. We have ip, but we're going to put another letter in front of it. What sound does this make? T is t, t, ip, tip, tip, a whole new word. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to keep these three letters, but we're going to move them around. We're going to put our P in front, and we're going to put our T at the end. So we didn't change the letters. We just changed the order that the letters are in. Now our P comes first. P, it, pit, pit. So we went from tip to pit just from changing the order of the letters. So that's what we do in a lot of words. We change the letters around and we have a whole new word. Okay, so I am going to give you a word and let's see if you can sound it out and figure it out. Are you thinking? Do you have your thinking caps on? Here we go. Think of the sound each of these letters make. Sip, sip. That is the word sip. We just had it a little while ago. Did you remember it? I bet at least some of you did. Okay, you ready for another one? I wonder what letters Mrs. Walls is going to put up now. We kept the P at the end, but we changed some. What does the T make? What does the A make? What does the P make? And we're going to put those together. Tap, tap, tap. It is the word tap. Good job. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready to see what word's going to be next? We just had this one a little while ago. See if you can sound it out. Pit. It. Pit. Pit is the word. If you got that right, give yourself a pat on the back because you did a great job remembering that. Here's another one, and we've had this word a couple of times in our word building. So see if you can sound it out. We've sounded it out a few times in the videos on previous weeks. We haven't looked at this letter for a little while. What does the letter M make? Now, see if you can figure it out. A, map, map, like the map that's behind me on the wall. Ready for another one? We have two more to go. And this is the one of the ones you saw earlier in the video. See if you can remember this one. It, sit, sit. Now, watch what I do. With sit, we're going to take the s away. We have I and we have t. It. It. So just taking one letter away, we made a completely new word. Okay, we have some sentences to come up next. So my face is going to disappear. Poof, I'll be gone. And then you will see the sentence bold. These sentences have some of our sight words in them, and they also have words that we have to break apart and sound out, just like we were just practicing doing. So let's look at this. Let's look at the purple one. What's that word? It's a sight word. We. Another sight word. Can. Now this is one we have to sound out. Remember, good readers practice sounding words out a lot. So we have a T. T makes T. App. Now we have to blend it. Tap. Tap. We can tap. Wonder what this word is. Can you help me sound it out? What sound does I make? I. What sound does T make? T. It. Let's read the whole sentence. Ready? We can tap it. Oh, now I know you guys can read louder than that. Ready? We can tap it. Okay, and remember, we're not reading like robots. We want to be able to read like we would read with expression. Okay, so I put myself up in the corner because I thought maybe you would like to see me a little bit. So, let's look at this next sentence here. Do you know what the sight word is? I. Here's another one of our sight words. Do you recognize it? See. What about that one? The. And what about this one? Map. So let's read that together. I see the map. Now, what if I hadn't told you this was map? We could sound it out. App. Map. Okay, let's look at this last one. We. What's this word? It's one of our sight words, but we learned it over Schoology. We didn't have time to teach it in class. Like. Here is our sight word for this week. What is that? To. Let's read those together. We like to. Now, we have to figure these out. S makes what sound? S. It. S. It. Sit. Good. We like to sit. And that is one of your sight words, I think, for next week. Is the one you learn. And. So we're not going to sound it out. We're going to start practicing it. Let's read that much. Ready? We like to sit and. Now we have to figure this one out. S is S, I is I, P is P. Sip. What is sip? Sip is when you take little drinks of something, but you don't take big drinks. You just sip it. Maybe hot chocolate because it's so hot. You would sip that. So let's read this together. Ready? We like to sit and sip. Very good, class. Nice work. Now we are going to move on to another section of our video and another activity. Hello, boys and girls. Today we are going to review a couple of our letter sounds, and then we're going to sort pictures based on what sound they have in them. So look at this card to begin with. Do you remember what letter this is? This is the letter A. What sound does A make a lot? Ah. Okay, so we are going to put A right here in our chart. Now, what letter is this? It is the letter I, and we've been working with I a lot this week. So, what sound does I make? Do you remember? I makes the sound, doesn't it? I. So we're going to put our I right here. And now we are going to look at some pictures and we're going to decide, does it have the A sound or does it have the I sound in it? Look at this first picture. Mix. Mix. Listen to that middle sound. Mix. Is it an I like I or is it an I like A? It's an I. So mix has an I in it. So we are going to put mix under I. And we'll move our letters up a little bit so the cards don't cover them up. So mix goes under I. What is this a picture of? Some of you who play baseball or t-ball might know what this is. It is a bat. Bat. Listen to that middle sound. Bat. What sound does it have in the middle? It has an ah sound, doesn't it? Which letter makes the ah sound? Is it the A or is it the I? Bat. The ah sound is the A sound. So bat is going to go under our A side. Look at this one. Fan. 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 Does it have an I for I or an A for A? Fan. It has the ah sound, doesn't it? So look, we have 2 under our A and only 1 under our I. The A's are winning right now. What is this a picture of? It is a fish. Fish. What sound do you hear? Do you hear the ah or the I? Fish. It is the I sound, isn't it? So does it go under the A or is it going to go under our I? It's going to go under our I. Now we have a tie. We have 2 for A and we have 2 for I. Let's look at this one. What is it a picture of? Hat. Hat. Do you hear the I or do you hear the ah in the middle of that? Hat. It has the ah, it has the A sound, so it's going to go under our A column. What is this a picture of? Man. Man. Does it have the I for I in the middle or does it have ah for A? It has the I for A, doesn't it? Oh my, look, our A's are way ahead of our I's. We have one, two, three, four in our A column and only two in our I column. Look at this one. What is it a picture of? Pig. Pig. Do you hear the I for A or the I for I in there? Pig. It has the I in it, doesn't it? So it goes under the I column. Oh, the I's are catching up. What is this a picture of? 6. It is the number 6. Listen to it. 6. Is it the A for I or is it the I for I? The I for I. It is the I for I. It goes under there. Look at that. Our two columns are tied. Okay, that's it for this video today. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope you're doing well at home and staying nice and safe and healthy. Talk to you next time.